Namaste Krishna Rao. Welcome to IYRTalks, English edition. In this edition, I just want the most controversial statements and threatening statements made by President-elect Trump while addressing a conference in Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. And when the press representatives are asked about what is going to be the potential trade agreement with China and all that, Trump particularly named India and Brazil being among the countries where he is going to, levy, taxes on a reciprocal basis. If India is not going to withdraw, he said, we are also going to levy. So there's going to affect a lot of exports from India, not only from India but other countries also. Like China already is on the cards, Brazil is there, and other countries also. So his style of addressing, his style of delivery keep people, everybody in suspense. And then what he is going to pronounce, and also people cannot predict with the due precision. And if levying taxes, threatening, is it a retaliatory action on part of Trump, and how it is going to help the American economy in terms of, because if he is going to levy taxes on every import, whether Americans will get the end product and whether people can really sustain that and all that. And because his cabinet now is going to be a part of, legitimately, if you talk about either Indian origin or Indian based people, about 12 to 15 people are there already associated with Trump. Whether they will work in favor of India or not, these are all the issues that is there in the mind of people like me. Can you just give your opinion on what could be the things?
Yeah, I mean, Trump, as far as American interests are concerned, all are equal to me. That looks to be his broad philosophy. Otherwise, there is no need for him to now specifically mention Brazil and India in that context. He did it earlier also. I think he came all the way to India, had a good time, Delhi, Agra, Ahmedabad, and then while going, I think he told Harley Davidson, you are putting huge tariffs, so I'll put tariffs on your mobiles and things like that. That's what he told even at that time also. So there's a pattern which he is following. But one thing he is not realizing is America has become great in the last 30-20 years because of the World Trade Organization. Because of the trade, maybe manufacturing has shifted to China and other places, but the real capital, their capital got invested all across the world, and they are getting a huge dividends, royalties, and all that money is coming back to America. If he starts doing this, American business also will equally suffer, because nobody is going to sit quiet. If you put tariff, these people also will put tariffs, and then there will be breaking down of the world trade. That's what is going to happen. Second, is he going to accommodate geopolitical interests and then do this, or he will do without caring about the geopolitical interests is also very, very important. If he says India should be a member of the Quad, it should oppose China, it should help us to contain China, that may not be a important objective of India as much as it is for USA. India may be willing to cooperate with you if you give some other accommodation in some other economic terms. Without economic cooperation, a mere security agreement just to contain China is not something which is as much important to India as it is to America. So, if he insists and goes with this, his security arrangement to contain China and things like that will also suffer. This is something that he'll have to keep in mind. That's why I told, unless he keeps the geopolitical interests in mind and shapes his economic policies, it will have a negative effect in some other areas. Then He was threatening BRICS, stating that if you do that, I'll squeeze you, no access to America and things like that. Now, whom has he threatened? He has threatened India and Brazil. Already he has threatened Russia and China. If you are going to increase tariffs and make access to American economy difficult for all these countries which are main members of the BRICS, what incentive will they have to go and trading in dollars? That makes it an alternative currency coming into effect much earlier than what is anticipated, because in any case he is putting tariffs, he is denying access to the American economy. So why not have an alternative system? And if that alternative system develops and strengthens and the global south starts using it, America becomes irrelevant, substantially irrelevant, and your sanctions will have no effect. Tomorrow you can't, it is because of this dollar predominance, switch system of settlement of international payments, and both of them in the hands of America. Now you are able to put sanctions left, right and center and ensure that the sanctions are implemented against Iran, Russia, China, Syria and any number of places. But once that system itself is broken, America will become weak. So his whole, this megalomaniac ambition of making America mega may finally weaken America more than anybody has anticipated. And if that really happens, this unipolar world will collapse and a multipolar world will emerge, which is to the interests of countries like India, Brazil and others who are emerging economies. This is going to be a scenario if he really follows it up on what he is saying today.
We have to wait till about January, third week after he assumes charge, what is going to be the strategy or what he is going to utter, to keep the world, crossing their fingers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.